know? Well, it's a deep third, but then he's the alley runner on run. So he's inside out on the ball. Everybody good with that? Okay. The Sam linebacker and the Mike are inside out to the ball. Right? And that's how you play. And then this is the safety, and this is the last of the 21, right? He keeps everything in front of him. Kickoff coverage is exactly the same thing. All you do is number the guys on your side of the field, and you say, right, if you're the NFL, they change personnel every week. You hear guys get cut and injured and all that stuff. But how do they know what to do on all the kick teams? They teach it, and we teach it, just like their base coverages. So number one is always a corner, because he's going to run down the field, and he's going to be a full player and be a safety on run. Number two is always a strong safety, because he's going to be a hard box player and chase it if it's away. Number three is always the Sam linebacker, who's nose on the ball on outside run. Number four is always the alley runner, free safety. Right? He's going to be inside out to the ball. If the ball goes this way, right, then he's going to run and be the alley player to the ball. Five is the Mike. He runs and hits it right down the screws. He takes on the block. And it's the exact same thing the other way. So what they're doing is cross-training. So everything we teach you in your base defense is how you cover your kick. Does that make sense to everybody? So any Sam linebacker can go beyond kickoff coverage. Any strong safety, any will backer, you're the twos. What do? Play defense. You play in cover three. You run down the field, you box everything with your outside arm free, and you pin it back inside. If it goes away, squeeze and get it on the ground. Interesting, isn't it? You guys all think it's avoid blocks and running your lanes and all that. It's not. It's you have to take your base defense and fit it. And roll one high safety defense because it carries exactly over the right kick. Pretty good, isn't it? And then let's say you're you're playing, what do you play? Okay, let's say you're a linebacker, you're rolling ankle in the middle of the third quarter. You could take a sophomore linebacker and say, okay, you're the number 3, right? You're going to run down the field, make the first guy miss, and then as the play comes at you, you're going to spill the ball, which is exactly what we would have him do if it was outside zone. Make sense? For us, in college, we teach that to everybody so that in a home game, we have 118 guys we can put out there. Now, only half, because half are on defense, half are on offense. We try to keep the offensive guys off of it. But you could be a freshman or sophomore linebacker, and we can train you in practice so you know what to do. And then I can say right in the middle of the third quarter, you're a 2. I know exactly what to do. I line up second one in, I run, I attack the ball, and I'm going to box it. Because it's what we train you to do in every drill. Interesting, isn't it? It's an interesting way to do it. And because of this, we played 92 kids in a game this year. That's the most in the NFL and the NCAA, I think, in Division I football. That's the NCAA total. The average number is 44. So we play a lot of guys because we do a lot of things that carry over. Make sense? It's nice to meet you guys. We've had a lot of time you guys play. Can I give you my card?
You guys take a moment to stand up and introduce yourself.
Nice to meet you. Jamal? I'm going to run out of cars. Jamal, it's nice to meet you. Oh, you guys from D.C.? Hi, Phil. Say again. Simeon? Nice to meet you. Yeah, it's a pleasure. Good job. I got the exact right number of cards. Who does fuck? What's that? Jonathan? Nice to meet you. You don't have to hear it, do you? Remember. Devontae. Gentlemen, it's a pleasure to meet you guys. I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
I was bored your coach to tears. He was falling asleep. You guys woke him up. I appreciate it.
Thank you, gentlemen. So Coach has a real interest in our state. He believes that Maryland produces good high school players.
We signed 20 Maryland kids in the last 3 years. Only one issue that we did that. So we'll be down there. I'm trying to speak on the phone. We'll be here. How many guys have interest in studying business? We're one of the top 15 private business colleges in the country. We're the top 4.5% in the world. We're the highest AAC rating in the world. How about that? So if you have interest in business, let me know. Send me an email or something. I'm not sure we can tell you. But if you have any interest at all, send me an email or something. I'll have one of my guys that can watch you guys. Okay? Good, you guys have a nice day. Thanks for stopping in.
Enjoy your weekend, fellas.
Thank you.
Yep.
How did you? I wasn't back there.
Seems like you may have. Would you mind if I emailed you? I'd love to get my hands on those aspects that you rate your program on.
Anything.
Great. Do you want me to unhook all this back?
Just make sure. Oh, I tell you what, I got even better for you. Want a hard copy of it?
Yeah.
That's what I said. I'll look at
Great.
it.
Greg had a great time at Bryan.
Oh, it's a great place. And he was there when they were bad. You know,
I think, like Chanel, I think he may have been like the first guy from here to ever go up to
I
Bryan.
think he was. He says he was.
Everybody called him Smoke up there too.
I think so. He comes up now, like an adult. I mean, he comes up and talks about it. Oh, well, they can fix it when I get home. I was going to shut stuff off. He comes up for career day and talks to kids about all that stuff.
Does he live around here?
Oh, sure.
I haven't been in touch with him in a long time.
When you send me your email, I'll get it forwarded to him. I find it should be more in touch with the man.
Can I do anything else for you?
No, I'm just gonna pack up and get out of your guys' way.
All right.
I'm sorry that I wasn't a better speaker for you guys.
Oh, are you aware of the elevator down that way until I get down the stairs?
Do you really?
Yeah.
You're young.
Yeah, but my knees aren't.
No? Did you have a good career at Columbia?
To be honest with you, I went there for a year, and New York just wasn't the right place for me.
It's a hard transition.
Yeah, I thought I was a city kid growing up here, but there's no city like New York City. I mean,
It can swallow you up.
yeah. And the field's 100 blocks from campus, and
My son, who's a junior, wants to go to Columbia. And he's grown up, he was with us 10 years in Indiana, 2 years in Iowa, and now in Rhode Island. But he thinks he's a city kid because all my friends are in Brooklyn, my family's in New York City. We go there a lot. I'm a city kid. I particularly care for it, but I'm a little more comfortable than most. I was riding the train to Manhattan when I was in 7th grade. You know, I mean, I grew up with it. It's just what we did. And he wants to go to Columbia Law. And I just,
so I transferred from Columbia to Hampton, Sydney, which is in Farmville, Virginia,
yeah.
in the middle of the woods, like
I
Bucknell.
was gonna say, that's a big change.
Yeah, it's a big change. But they're, the head coach there is a guy named Marty Favret, and he's very familiar with the WCAC, so we hit it off. You know, has a relative that works in the principal's office here, and he's a Gonzaga guy. But he'd been a Catholic when they were scoring a ton of points, points.
Now, do you know the guy Catholic now? You guys have to deal with him?
I do not know.
He was a GA for years in the United States.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, nice kid.
You do me a favor and erase that?
Are these their classrooms?
Huh?
Are these their classrooms?
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, they're huge. This is like my biology classroom. But that's the only